Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. Oh, welcome to my channel. Y'all, I'm looking for my tripod. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm looking for my tripod. I am just coming on to speak with you guys, give y'all an update, do my little daily live. I'm not sure that we'll be on here long, but um I still wanted to update you all. I am now back where I consider to be my home. Damn, how long have I been? I've been a Georgian for freaking ever. But yeah. Hey y'all, I can't find my tripod. So I prop this damn phone up. And baby, baby. Now you know if if um if you are about this content life, you need to have a tripod. Like, that's low key shit. That's immature shit. You got to have a tripod. You don't be doing it. So you don't have to. I think I got enough battery for right now. We're gonna have to make it do what it do. I don't want this to be all up in my face either. So I'm officially back in Georgia. I am um, grateful. Let's start there. Got here safe and sound. Baby, when I tell y'all a lot changed, a lot happened. Hey, babe. Y'all, yesterday was a rough day. When I first woke up, I woke up about 7 o'clock. Oh, tell me what time you going live. I want to do my main channel live after yours. Um, but yeah, so I woke up that morning. I was supposed to be staying with relatives when I first got back down here. Um, for those of you who do not know, I have 2 daughters. But one of my daughters stays several hours from where I'll be living. The other daughter, I'm not really in communication with. Okay, so that's 10:15 my time. Got it. Damn, I forgot I'm on a different time zone now. So to where I'm looking in, it's 8:53. It's really 7:53 in Central. Hmm. But anyway, so that's the case with the daughters. So I wouldn't have been staying with either of them. So I wake up to a message. I had just talked to my relative like a day before, but she was kind of an empty nester. Her daughter was not there, right? Um, so she was like, "You can just stay at my house." So I'm like, "Cool," because she was telling me, life is life and for her, and I'm like, "Okay, well, it's gonna be time for me to get my own apartment soon, but it really benefits both of us for me to have time to get here, get settled, get financially prepared, and then go into looking for a place." So y'all know traditionally I have been working on trying to get RB. Anyway, so I get up that morning and it's like my daughter's back home. So I'm like, huh? So then I'm like, oh, okay. She's saying that the room that was empty is no longer empty now. So it's like, I literally moved today. But at the same time, I also thought almost immediately, at least if her daughter's home, they're back communicating, because they weren't at one point. So, I mean, I'm happy about that. As a mom, I don't expect her daughter to not be able to come back home, although I don't really even know what happened. I was so shocked, so caught off guard, and felt like I was so out there at that moment that I didn't even really have the time to form an actual thought, because everything had been in place for a minute. And had it not been, then obviously my arrangements would have been different, whether it was whatever it was, right? So that's how the morning started with me moving. That was the first thing that happened. Y'all, welcome in as you come in. Please hit the like button as you come in, guys. If you are new here, I'm Jessamine CMB. I am a empty nester that is a veteran living with depression as well as PTSD, and just trying to re-navigate life. That's what this channel is about. I'm also a content creator. I have a commentary channel as well. So welcome in. But anyway, so I was just worried. My friend actually flew to Arkansas so that he can drive back with me, you know, help me, drive me, all the things. So it's not like I could just postpone the trip to make sure I'm good, because stress has started to get in my life as I guess an older person. It affects me more. Like, I get disheveled, I get overwhelmed in things, and I hate that freaking word, but I do. So, you know, I definitely try to make sure my stuff is together. And then we all get caught off guard in life, so that's just going to happen. But I always try not to get caught off guard. So I just was really feeling the type of way. But fast forward, my friend was there. It was time to go. I was packed up, so we did just that. So I did get to Georgia. I am now in Georgia. I decided to take my behind and just do what I was doing, which was, or do what I did. I am here now. When she sent me the message, she said she was en route to work. Her phone it didn't have any. It was low on battery, so she really couldn't talk at the moment. That she would get back with me later. So I'm like, okay. So I immediately went into, okay, I'm going to have to take several weeks of preparation, and in this moment, fix my life, right? Because can't just be out there waiting or whatever. So that's what I ended up having to do. I am now here in Georgia, and I did secure, for the time being, where I am. I'll be here for a week while I look for an apartment. There's a few other things going on behind the scenes as well. As you guys know, I'm very open about having depression and figuring out how to live with it. I've been with it, but I can't say that I've been living with it. I've been having it, and it's a difference. I don't think having depression means that every day of your life has to be horrible, but I done had some rocky days. I still try to exist with those rocky days, but I haven't been trying to live with those rocky days. So that's a part of the experience that I put out here, is me trying to deal with those things. So you'll see a lot of that here. So my story yesterday, we drove, we had a safe trip, although my damn bumper broke on my car. And I'm not too good for anything. I don't think I'm better than anybody, but who the fuck wants to walk around with no bumper on their fucking car? Like, that's just something the anxiety just kind of built up in my chest as I said that. Like, what the fuck? I'm just not about that life, y'all. I'm not. So my friend, because it was sticking out from the car, and I'm like, did we hit something? I don't know. It was sticking out from the car, the bumper. Um, so he said we cannot leave this bumper like this, because if we do, just the wind alone will pull it right off the back of the car, because you're moving forward, the wind is coming this way, inertia, laws of motion, all the things come into play there. So that's what we ended up having to do, is figure out a way to fix it. He found the way to fix it, and we got on down the road. I don't know why it seemed like it took us forever to get back, but by 1 o'clock we was back in Georgia. So fast forward, my storage facility is only from 1 a.m. No, excuse me, from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. So from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. you cannot go into the storage. So we had to wait till this morning to do that. So all of my main stuff, except for the stuff that goes in the house, is in the storage. So I'm officially completely moved, but I'm still unorganized. I'm unpacked. I'm all the things. So that's what I will be working on the next day or so. But again, today I feel like somebody took their fist and just beat me on my body. Why though? I was sitting in the freaking car. Hey Barb, welcome to my live, love. But yeah, so I was sitting in the car, and I don't know why, but I'm extremely sore today, so I'm trying to take it easy. I still wanted to come on here. Hey, is it Gina? Hey, love. If you guys are veterans, let me know in the comments if you guys are people who suffer with depression. Also let me know. This is me living my life unapologetically, or trying to anyway, and trying to figure out also what that looks like. So wait a minute, I just seen something that said this tea is hot, y'all. I'm human. Well, there's some tea out there in the street somewhere. Y'all, this dude I used to deal with, and I sound so weird being a grown, older female. I'm going to say vintage. Grown vintage female talking about a dude that I used to deal with. But he just be popping up, hey, what's up? Now, the last time I talked to him, it was like, what's up? Your wife? The fuck? Hey, Nakisha. I'm just over here chopping it up about what happened. I got moved. I'm back here in Georgia. And I was just telling everybody that a guy from my past is just popping up, and I don't know, I'll be like, looking weird. Why are you talking to me for, sir? We'll see how that goes. Especially if there is a Mrs. Steele, it's not going far at all. But a what's up? How you doing? How life treating you? Oh, okay. See you in 3 months when you say hey again. Cause no. I ain't trying to do all of that. I see stuff going on over here now. I'm nosy and need to see what the hell is the eyeballs about. Okay. I like that too, Nakisha. Experienced, vintage, experienced. I kind of like that. But yeah, so I've got to just prepare myself, go back to life as a Georgia person. I'm going to tell y'all something else that takes a mental toll on you. My friend told me today, you've been out of Arkansas for 1 day and you sound so different. Y'all, when I left Arkansas yesterday, I told people, y'all, I'm fresh out. Because I felt like I was in jail somewhere. And I'm grown as hell. But I was trying to spend time at my mom's house, but I swear she made it so difficult. It's like she would say things that I feel like she knew would aggravate me, or even just be not so respectful to me as an adult. Um, but I did. We moved back to Arkansas, kind of trying to benefit us and benefit the fact that when my mother lost her husband, we couldn't be there, and I felt bad about it. So, shortly after you lose someone is the hardest time, because once the service is over and people go back to their life, you're stuck with a hole in your heart. So I was like, even if we could just be close for a little while, won't that help? Like, isn't that doing a good thing? So at the same time, I was preparing to transition into an RV, which that did not go the way it was planned. And quite frankly, I don't even know how it was supposed to go, but that's what it was. But anyway, I went through hell the last few months, and part of it was my fault, because sometimes you have to walk away from things and walk away from people that are not serving you well. And it was a situation that for a long time I didn't. And it's not that everybody in your life needs to serve you, or needs to be somebody that you need. You want people in your life because you love them true enough. But it still needs to be a person that loves you just like you love them. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, that's not what I've been getting. I have not been having people have my back in any aspect sometimes. And people think that just because they're in your life and that they throw you a bone here and there, and that could just be answering the phone, that could be going to the store for you, little things that almost mean or almost cost them nothing. Let me say it like that. Sometimes they feel like because of that, you owe them. If I ever felt like I was a person who didn't try to do people right, who didn't try to be kind, who didn't try to be courteous, all the things, that would be one thing. But the fact that I know that's not who I am, even a person dealing with depression around here, tired, and I'm going to talk about depression a lot because I'm living it on this channel, okay? So I just want y'all to understand that. I'm literally trying to figure out what the hell does that mean for real. I'm living with depression, but I'm not living. So I'm not living with depression. So I still want to live. I still want to be happy wherever I can find happiness. I still want to, whatever energy I have, use it in a smart way. I still want to make life easy enough that it's not me suffering. These are things that I want, and I don't think it's bad to want those things, right? So it's just been heavy. I feel like a weight is lifted, even with having a major adjustment to how or where I'm living or whatever. It still don't matter. I feel better. I don't have to smile when sometimes you just need to cuss somebody out, or you need to ignore them, or anything like that. Like, I don't even know what else to say. Like, I don't know how to not try to be kind, how to not try to be caring, how to not try to be diplomatic with things. I don't know how to do those things, but I also don't know how to live this life I've been living. So I guess we're gonna figure it all out, right? I want to have some adventures in my life whenever I can. Of course, like I said, this one little trip drive coming down here was a big deal, only because I was thrown out of my focus situation. Now, in all fairness, I have not had the opportunity to talk to my cousin, right? I don't know what went on. I don't know. I do know that when I sent her that message, hey, so what are you saying? Am I not staying there anymore? And, people are, then you have to hear people saying, girl, she didn't have positive intent. You know, she just needed you to send her some money anyway, so she just let you send it. I would have helped her. She asked me for help. I would have helped her regardless, right? Whether I was staying there or not, because one didn't have anything to do with the other. The point of me staying with her didn't come to after that. But I have income because of the accidents and things we had while living in Arkansas, and because of a lot of other things. My finances aren't where they should be. I ain't gonna lie about that. I ain't poor. I also ain't broke, but I'm definitely not where I am. And I always try to plan things out, especially in advance, because I cannot stand being caught off guard with anything. So yesterday, my anxiety was on 2,000 just because I was caught off guard and thought I had it all together. Didn't think I needed a backup plan. But again, I don't know what really happened, because my friend was like, well, she didn't say that you couldn't stay there. No, she didn't. She didn't say that. But just because I felt that, I couldn't go there. That's just how I am. I need to feel comfortable in my situation, and I am not, again, going to allow anybody else to control my day to day, how I live, where I live, any of those things, right? So when I get insecure about something, dealing with people, baby, y'all need to know I'm checking the fuck out. Like, that's just what it is. So there's some changes that's been made. So I'm going to have to sit down and replan life. But we're going to be all right. I am back in Georgia. I had a doctor's appointment today, but I don't even know why I thought I could go to that thing. I just feel so tired. But I'm going to rest because I am back in Georgia. And this week, I get to see my granddaughter. Every time I would talk to her, especially if I was in the car, she would say to me, Grandma, where you at? You in the car? Where you going? If I say, oh, I'm going to my aunt's house, or I'm going to my mother's house, or if she say, where you at? And I say, I'm in Arkansas. Hey, boo, y'all just coming over showing me love. I really appreciate it. But yeah, so my granddaughter would be like, if I say I'm in Arkansas, that's what I've been telling her the last few days, because if I say I'm in somebody's house, she got to know who house I'm at, who's taking me, like everything. So I would just say, I'm in Arkansas. You're in Arkansas? Mama, can I go to Arkansas, please? So I get to see my granddaughter's beautiful little face this week. Y'all, I'm so freaking happy. Like, I'm sitting here, like, trying not to cry. I'm so happy. Because I literally feel like I just got out of jail. I do. I'm being honest with you guys. That's one thing I always try to be. Because my mind's too bad to be trying to remember lies. I got to be honest. I feel so good about that. I don't have to worry about nobody else. I don't have to worry about what they got going on. I don't have to worry about anything but seeing my granddaughter. Getting to hug her, getting to spend time with her. Not have people having expectations of me, not feeling like they can tell me what to do. Because, you know, when you stay in your mother's house, that's still mom, right? And I don't think I'm wrong to say this. It goes without saying she's older than me. But it wasn't just two people being in the same space. It was like she was creating a scenario of me kind of being a servant. But I felt so guilty because I couldn't give her that. I couldn't do it. And it's because, shit, sometimes I don't even have the energy to serve my fucking self. So I felt so guilty all the time being there. But then it was like, why you didn't do this? Why you didn't do that? And whatever I did try to do, it wasn't kind of enough. So then that got heavy for me. So, like, how do you be feeling about that? Because it's almost like I've learned to discount my feelings. I learned to try to just conform. And it's not been good for me. That's not been good for me. It's not worked for me. It's not made me feel better. It makes me feel worse because I still feel a type of way. And it's not that I don't want to be helpful, but what I kept telling myself in my mind is I'm here for a short time, not a long time. What happens when I'm not here? If you can't do these things now, what happens down the road? That shit scared me to death. I don't know. That's all stuff that I'm gonna have to work out in my mind at some time, but I've just learned a valuable lesson here. Like, you cannot give everything of yourself to try to make somebody happy. You cannot say, oh, I'm not going to worry about my situation over here, because the right thing to do is try to be there for this person over here, although it may cost you over there. That is not the right answer. Man, I learned so much in this short period of time. And I feel good that I can talk about it. And it's not that I'm saying that I don't love my parent. Let's not be confused. It's not that I would try to be disrespectful to her. It's not that I don't want to help her. But I have to be realistic. And then, you know, sometimes we put ourselves in positions we cannot handle because we're trying to help other people. Baby, I done learned that is not the thing. Because number one, people won't do the shit for you. Number two, it don't matter if they'll do it for you. If you keep costing yourself more than you have to give, pretty much, you may not even have you or be in a giving position at all. And you should never put yourself in that kind of corner. So that's where I am, y'all. I really had to get it together. Baby, why somebody sent me the paper of, y'all, this is totally changing the subject. And there's a few of you guys over here. I know it's not a lot of y'all, but it's a few of y'all over here where y'all are part of my other channel. So we talk about, y'all know what we talk about over there. Let me see what you say, Nakisha. I told my daughter that I wasn't coming back because of the way my mom, sister, and my oldest daughter was treating me when I came there to visit. And see, just that would make me feel some type of way, because I feel like I'm being mean to them. And so for a minute, I just tried to suck it up. But for you to use your voice, for you to say it, mean it, and do it, is such a big deal in my eyes, because we have a right to, we got a right to feel how we feel and all the things. So yeah, that's cool. That's a big deal. And I need to learn to be more assertive and not care about how people feel, because if you always trying to make people feel better, you're going to always be crying and sad. And that's what I was. I wasn't necessarily crying all the time, but I was definitely sad. Man, that was not a good position that I was in. Being a person that already had depression, it was not a good idea. It wasn't. So, I won't do that again. And I'm going to get it together so that I can just forget about all of that. I just want to focus on this week. I'm focusing on just being able to hug my little grandbaby, go live with her so we can talk to y'all, just all the things. She talked to them, and the next time everything had changed. My mama wouldn't do that. She wouldn't own it, or she would. As a matter of fact, I remember it was a moment I had to say something to her. Y'all, I was on live with y'all, right, on the other channel, and she just started yelling out my name. Not my online name, not no kind of name. I'm in the room with the door closed. You don't know what I'm doing in there. You know that I shoot my video in my room. I have a setup. I have all the things. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you open a door or not to make sure what was going on? Because you know this is something on my channels. But you know that source of say it's 8 o'clock. What time she say she going live? 9:15, so it would be 10:15, so in about an hour. Anyway, long story short, I couldn't believe she did that, and I was like, can you please not do that? We try to protect ourselves online, although yes, we are online. It don't matter. Yes, it does matter. Exactly, actually. And when I say, and this isn't a bad session about her ass, but I just realized that my feelings do not matter in the juxtaposition of my family, my older family. My feelings do not matter. What I have going on, who I am, how I live, things I've done, nothing matters. And I realized that. Got it, Anyway, so I'm back here the next day. I do plan to try to do a live after Mimi goes tonight. It's just going to be us talking about things that I may have put to the side for us to talk about and we haven't gotten to them. It's just going to be a chilled out live, but I'm starting to see the impact of trying to be as what's the word? Consistent. And I need that for my channel. And I'm saying it just to say it, but it is true. And I'm also kind of owning and confirming it for myself. This is an income source for me. As a person that has my income sources, because I have a few, I still find the need to try to earn more if I can. That is always a good thing. I don't sit on here and talk about these moms that we talk about on other channels sometime and don't own the fact that just like I can say to them, y'all need to earn more money. It's rough in these streets. I'm not going to say that to you if I don't own that for myself too. So I need to be trying to earn all the money I can get. I need to do whatever I need to do. And so I just looked at this channel and I realized I owe this channel more. Because for it to pay me out more, I got to give more. So that's what I'm doing. My personal channel, the one you guys are watching right now, this is my personal channel where I talk about and vlog, really more streamed than vlog, but this is where I'll be navigating my personal life. But it's still a channel that I want to have monetized. I think I'm at maybe 98. I need what do we need, 1,000 subs? I got a long way to go. That's 902 more people I need before I can even try to get this bad boy going. Why did it look like, I don't know. Anyway, so whatever the case is, I'm in Georgia. So I'm going to commit to monthly trips to visit my grandkids. If I can, I'm gonna go every 2 weeks. The goal of one of the biggest things about me being in Georgia is I'm a grandmother that doesn't have a 9-to-5 outside my home. If that means that I can be there with my grandkids, I'm gonna be there. I am. And I'm happy to do it. Like, I really am going to enjoy it. I'm not in the RV living yet. Every time I travel, I will rent me an RV. I'll get my RV content. It'll get me used to living in RVs, understanding what I need, what I have, and just seeing, can I really do this? Because I got stuff. I got stuff. I want to be able to travel, not because I'm such an active individual, but I like to gamble. So I want to create an existence for myself that maybe once every other month I can take a trip, go somewhere, stay for a couple of days, and do me a gambling trip. So I can use my traveling channel to document the traveling, or even this one really, instead of trying to spread stuff too thin. But I'll, experience the travel. Every time I go somewhere, y'all know I got a mukbang channel. Eat and Shop with Mish is that channel. Um, I'll try new food. Sometimes I try to go live there and do whatever I need to. Hold on one second, y'all. I got a phone call coming in. I'm on live. I'll call you when I get off. Um, but I'm looking forward to moving forward. My husband and I are thinking about moving to Huntsville to be closer to the Grands. Man, I live for that. I live for that. I want to be able to see my grandkids as often as possible. And I want to be financially in a place that if I need to go and spend time down there, my daughter needs my help to be there for, let's say, a week, I can afford to do it. It would be difficult for me to live down there because it's expensive for no damn reason. It's Valdosta, Georgia. She doesn't live in exactly Valdosta, but this that metropolitan area. It's not that big. It's a college city, but yeah. So I need to be able to go down there if I need to. What's 5 or 16? What I miss? But anyway, yeah. So it's a college area, and I want to be. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's for having 16, having 5 in one place. That's a big deal. That's all I got is in that one little area, so that would just work. So that's what I'm working on in my life. I want to be a good grandmother. I want to be a present grandmother if I can, and I want to learn how to enjoy my life more than I have been. I want to be able to go on casino trips, go on different places to gamble. I want to be able to do whatever life has for me. Even if I can't do it the way everybody else does it, because I can't. I ain't even going to lie. Yeah, the way my depression affects me is I have a low mood all the time. I have low energy. I get anxious about things, and it's very easy for me to get to where I'm just going to say spaz out, because it's not even being overwhelmed. If it's something that is not in my control and I just feel like it just be feeling like it's running away from me, I cannot keep it together, I don't have it all together, I didn't plan it well enough, I just get stressed out. And yeah. So those are the things I'm looking forward to doing here. So over the next week, I will be getting myself reorganized living here, number one. And number two, I'll be enjoying a couple of days with my grandkids. That's what we're doing. So that's life right now. Hold on, y'all. My doggone lips feel dry. And I definitely want to do a better job as far as preparing for things. We have 1 in Florida, 5 in St. Louis, 4 in Philly, and 5 in Huntsville. And it seems like Huntsville would be the least expensive place to live. Nikisha, let me tell you about something I learned about. I don't know if this will be helpful in your journey or not. First of all, a lot of people don't like to fly. I have no problem with it. As a matter of fact, I like flying. I love being in the air. I love seeing myself above the clouds. I love going. I love everything about airplanes. I just do. Frontier Airlines has something called a Wild Pass, right? I'm going to use that in conjunction with some of the things that I do in the future for my channels. You can pay for this Wild Pass. You can either pay by the year, it's $5.99, or for the summer it's $2.99. You pay for the pass. Once you pay for it, You can fly unlimited except for a holiday. Any holiday is like a blackout day. Um, so let's say, for instance, I bought it. I think it's a 1 week. It's 1 week that you wait to use it. Once you get that 1 week behind you, you could wake up and say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to Florida. I want to go to the casino in Tampa. I go, I look, I find an available flight. You can look at their website. It's a page, this long page that shows everywhere that they fly from. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna put some information about it in the description of this video. So I found a flight from Atlanta going there. I get there in the evening or whatever. I booked the flight. I paid $10 for the booking. And then I just go and fly. I don't have to pay no more money. And you can fly all you want. Even if you want to fly every day, you can go. So like if you guys, you and your husband decide, boo, we finna do this next 2 weeks. Both of y'all got y'all a pass. Monday you go to Florida to see them babies. Thursday, the next 4 days you go see the next set of babies. The next 4 days, whatever. And you pay $10 every time you go. No limit. You just keep your pass active. Now you can do it monthly, but for me, I don't see the benefit financially. Well, I guess it's beneficial if that's the only way you can pay for it. Let's keep it real. But anyway, so that is what I would like to do. Whenever I get energy, whenever I can have a trip, make a trip. You can do day trips on this thing. Like you can even anywhere that Frontier flies, you can do it. So I want to do that. I want to have that, and that'll be how I experience different stuff. So that's I'm excited about that, and that's what my plan is. So I don't know if that's something that can help you guys. It's Frontier Airlines, and it's called the WILD WILD pass. Y'all can Google it and see if that's something that's beneficial for you all. But that's what I'm planning on doing. That is what I'm planning on doing. That is where I'm planning on getting some more life experience. I'm a disabled vet. I did all these things. And quite frankly, I spend so much time taking care of everybody else. I just haven't had nothing for myself. So, anyway. Like I said, doing my daily video with you guys so we can chop it up. I can let y'all know what's been going on. So over the next 24 hours, I will be unpacking everything, going through every single thing that I have, reorganizing every single thing that I have, getting my little place here together, making sure all is well with the girl. And then I will be focused on tomorrow, planning my trip to see my babies. That's what it is. That's what I'm doing. So now some of you may know that coming back to Georgia, I was supposed to be going in the hospital into a treatment program for depression, right? I still want to and plan to do that. What happened for that was it wouldn't allow me to conduct the things I want to conduct when it comes to, I don't think, my YouTube situation, because in order for me to make money from it like a job, I have to treat it like a job, right? That didn't seem like it was going to go together well. I'm not going to go into all the details, but it just did not seem like that was going to work. Then number two, the program that I was going to be in my understanding is now that you're not in your own room, you don't have your own bathroom. Like, it's almost, no, like I can't mentally get my mind around that. So that's kind of where that is. That is kind of where that is. So I will give you guys an update by the weekend on what happens there, because first they said accommodating me having a room was no big deal. Then they said almost like I couldn't, but then they come back and say I had to pay an extra $10,000, or should I say my insurance. So I don't know where that's going. I feel like that was something I needed to do for myself. Just to kind of break everything down and build it back up. So we'll have to see how that goes. But anyway, guys, thank y'all for checking me out here. I do plan to do a live later tonight. It will not be on anything particular, just whatever's going on that we see. And then tomorrow, plan to be back to business. Now, the days I'm down there with my granddaughter, I'll probably be either shooting videos and posting them during the day, or once they leave for the night, do late night, which I really need to take advantage better of my time by doing either lives earlier in the day or something like that. So I've got to do better at managing my days. Even though I may not have a lot of energy for the day, gotta make it work. So that's what we're gonna do. Anyway, guys, thank y'all for coming over here. I try to go live on my vlogging channel. I don't try to do any editing over here. I just come on here. I talk to you guys about my life, what's been going on. As we get to doing stuff, we'll do that here. Sometimes when I have foods that I want to try and we're doing mukbangs or whatever we're doing, we'll do them over here as well. I'll be live on my eating channel, but I'll also be live over here. That's just what we're doing. That's how life is going. So that's what you'll expect on this channel. Hopefully you guys will like that. I'm trying to do no editing on this channel. I'll just come live like when I'm somewhere, let y'all know what's going on, and we'll go from there. Otherwise, yeah. Now, I may have to do some editing when I'm around and about and traveling. Or I'll just prop the video up and we just gonna do this thing and live this life. And maybe my background will just be like live from here and give you guys a little update of what's going on. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. So thank y'all so very much for taking the time to check out my channel. And I will see y'all a little bit later on. Smooches.